Go live on all social media platforms. Coming to you live from wherever the heck Jeremy wants to bring it to you from. This is Live with 55. Man, we did not know we'd be coming back to y'all this soon. We welcome everybody in. We know we've got quite the crew tuning in tonight. Just want to talk about the events of the day. I'm your host, Jeremy Wyman. Of course, this is Live with 55. And look, I had to go out and get me a co-host for Live with 55 because my normal guys, they just can't make it on my command. And this guy can. He's got the keys to success always. It's our guy, Wes.
What's going on, everybody?
Appreciate you hopping on here with us. And last but definitely not least, by any measurable amount on God's green earth, it's the notorious and snacky HIG.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I thought you were muted for a second.
Listen, sometimes with Higgy, I didn't know what was going on. Sometimes he just speaks in delayed language, so I never know. Big data. Look, we're going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about today. Anything's on the table. Again, when we do these Live with 55s, normally our focus is to not focus on Louisville stuff. It's everyday life. It's stuff like that. But tonight we are here to talk about an amazing recruiting day and with more information to actually pick this time to do the show. So because I'm anticipating some news popping off while we are doing the show, and let me get on here and do my little promotion on Facebook and Twitter. I got Twitter going on. Let's see. And of course, I'm not making things difficult, Shanna. I'm trying to. We are a dynasty. We've been around here for about 13, 14 years, and when we get information, just want to share it. I know my man Wes is going to do it spaces later to talk about the information that I've just let him know about that blew his mind. He's happy about it. We'll talk about that hopefully as that news drops. There's something I'm a little iffy about sharing, but let's go to the text line really quick. Dwayne Cross, what's good? Brian McGlasson, thank you for joining. Jeff Leff, what's good? Chris Steer, we here. I like that. What's good, fellas? From Justin McCord, D-Wall Beach. Yo, Rito in here. Brian, appreciate you. Card Don, a.k.a. the Wingman. He's in the building. Miss Shayna, always supporting your boy. Childhood friend, sister, loved one in the building. Appreciate it. Wes, let's go ahead and first off, while we're waiting, Mike Singleton in the building. Appreciate it. If y'all are tuned into us, look, we've been doing some stuff. We've been experimenting with the YouTube tier system, and we've gotten some people. Hey, anytime your boy's on here, you're getting hot information. That's for sure, Shayna. But we're thinking about, we know we just rolled that out about a week ago, but after seeing some of the numbers we're getting back from YouTube, they're taking a lot of the subscription money. So we may just go back to. We'll try it out for another week. If we're not happy with it, we'll go back to just hit us up with a Cash App. Hit us up with Zelle. Hit us up. Support us. Help us do more of these so I can pay for Higgy to have lunch so he'll join the show. Landon in the building. Appreciate it. Tom Jeffries. Appreciate you. Wayne Autry in the building. Appreciate it. Let's just go up with the first piece of information we got today. Wes, can you move your camera just a little bit because the logo's right on top of your face. C Miles in the building. There you go. Right there. That's perfect. Tell us a little bit about the guy we got this morning, Wes. The defensive back from Tennessee via Ole Miss.
Yep. Wesley Walker. Best safety.
Wesley Walker, who was at one point rated before the season the #1 DB in the SEC.
Mm-hmm. Big get for us. I'm excited about it, man.
Higgy's working on some super secret stories, and hopefully his wife will spell check them. We don't know. But, okay, she did. Okay, cool. No, Higgy's a good dude. He's been doing the lion's share of the work. Look, Ryan Griffin in the building. Our guy RG. What's good?
Yo,
getting it crazy. What a coincidence, Wes. as we start to talk about the best defensive back tandems in the country next year, we get a nice complimentary piece to Ryan's son there in the defensive backfield.
Definitely. The fact that we basically just grabbed the top graded safety in the toughest conference in football and bring him to us, and MJ is going to be back next year, that's deadly. Very deadly. I'm excited about this defense with all these transfers, man.
And what if we get the other well, okay. So this is the one that I'm kind of iffy about talking about because it's not been announced yet. The Brady bombs already went off. The 55 subtle gif, the cryptic gif. Hey, look, Steeler Nation, stand up. We backed into the playoffs, but we're standing, baby. Let's go. I hate Buffalo, and it's supposed to be a blizzard this weekend. That'll be fun. But so here's the reason why I'm not iffy about talking about it is because here's the thing. I give y'all a little bit of a secret. Once it gets down to about a day before I'm hearing rumors of a guy popping, I searched the name in the student directory. The name popped up. So this kid gave a silent commitment. He's already enrolled in the university. I don't really want to say his name because I still don't want to get into any heat or get into any trouble. What's going on, Bill? But there is a kid that has been rumored today to be joining the team who has in fact already enrolled. Not going to say his name. You all can probably connect the dots. That was one of the two. The second piece of great news, which I'm still waiting on via thank you, Mike. We appreciate you. I'm not making anything difficult.
Already.
Let's see. Listen, breaking news. Congratulations to Coach Nolan Smith for being named to the 2024 Elite 50 Power Media list. That's for the nation's top 50 assistant coaches. So
that's awesome.
Congratulations to my guy. Who last night I was on the phone with him, and he was on a trip to go see Jasper Johnson, a 5-star that a lot of people think, it's a lock to the Smurf team down the road, but I would not say that it's a lock, and I would not go as far as to say there's no chance we get him. Great performance last night. I know he's got a lot of stuff on his page about sorry. I'm trying to respond to people. And I'm going to text Nolan right here while we're talking. Not a flex, just me texting my friend.
Light flex.
It's a little bit of a flex. I mean, like Higgy's over there flexing.
Flexing as I write and type up these stories with some.
Stop. Stop. Higgy's the type of dude that'd be like, hey, yeah, I'm just writing this story about Arch Manning committing to no, it's not him. I promise. I saw somebody say Arch Manning, so I thought that would be funny to say. I apologize. Let me get back to where I was on
there is a couple Mannings in the student directory now. So
Higgy, stop it. We're not here to cause chaos. We are here to release our guy, Jamari Thrash Money Records. Not yet, but the news will be dropped, I believe, before the national championship game starts tonight. So that's why I went on at 6:30. We're going to go to 7:30 at the latest. I've got plans at 8. We may go a little bit later, but I don't want to do too much. Man, we need to keep Nolan. Yeah, absolutely. And he wants to be here. Most importantly, he wants to be here regardless. So I want to make sure that you all keep tweeting him positive things. All they ever see up there is negative things. Tweet Nolan some positive things. And by the way, the cameo that there's a certain guy in town that wants to keep referencing the cameo from Nolan like it's a funny story. Like he's a funny guy. It's a funny story. Well, Nolan was doing a cameo for Christmas. Not gonna say no names because that's not how I do business. I'll say it to your face. I'll look down and I'll say it to your face. Nolan's cameo proceeds that he did around Christmas. We're going to a fund for children with autism and for battered women. So if you want to make jokes about that, you can eat a diss. That's all. Y'all wanted me to bring back eat a diss? eat all on the head of that disc, as far as I'm concerned. Hillamore Bay, what's good? Appreciate it. Jeff left. No, we don't. No, Danny. No. Yeah, no, it's good. Funny looking. Stupid. Shane Taylor, McDonald sounds good. Da 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 da. So all I'm saying is somebody's in the database. That means that they've. I want the kids to have their time. Look, blessings. Not only is Brent Kaufman and Glenn in the building, Danny Hart, appreciate it. The incomparable J-Mo, OVW's lead agent and runner of all things. Appreciate it. Just how far do I look down on Nick? It's not Nick. No issues with Nick. Chad says, hey guys, glad to see you all back tonight. We're not naming on y'all gonna really get me in trouble. I'm trying to give y'all info without giving y'all info. Fabian in the building, appreciate it. But let's just say it was a guy whose last name is McDonald. Have you got the Wes? Have you got to see any tape on him? Do you know what to expect from a guy like the guy that Shane's alluding to? I don't even know why he would mention that name.
No, I have not watched any tape on him yet. I'm definitely
Adam.
I have, and he is an absolute stud. I'll say that.
A stud. Adam, I don't like you right now, man. I don't. Listen, here's all I'll say. Mike Tomlin's been at the Steelers for about 18 years now, 17 years. Never had a losing season.
Nope.
Even when it looked like he was going to, every year it looks like he's going to. He backs right up into it. Steelers losing big at Bills. Look, if it was going to be a dry playing surface, maybe. TJ Watt out, probably. Big blow to us. The big equalizer there, though, is going to be the snow and the environment. And when you've got Josh Allen, a.k.a. Mr. INTTTTTTT, throwing on from the other side, I'm not going to say anything's going to be a big. That
man throws out more picks than the lottery.
That guy makes more picks than a parlay, bro. Nolan said to tell everybody appreciate all the shout outs on the show and go Cards. So Shane Taylor says the guy's name might be Schmavion Schmickschmanel. Stupid. We'll go ahead and throw it up. That was worth it. Easy Mac, what up, Car Fam? Fabian says our new coach for next year will be no, stop. Jeremy, tell Higgy to shut up. He's talking too much, says Lonnie. Look, I don't disagree with you, Lonnie. Robert Holt, one of the premium subscribers. Why would someone make fun of a cameo? No parking, baby. No parking on the. Listen, the thing about it is they were making fun of it because he picked Christmas Eve to release it. Didn't put no look. I've already talked to him. Should have put some context with it. Just putting that up there. He thought he was doing a good thing for Christmas to help out the kids of those families. It is what it is. Yeah, we all know how the PR stuff has been like. They wouldn't let him say that. They wouldn't let him say why. So it is what it is. Jamari Thrash, go Steelers. Mike Singleton said, I wish people would quit talking bad about our basketball players. They're just kids. Okay, Jamari Thrash says, Jamari Thrash Money Records says, he makes more picks than he makes bricks. Gosh dang it, Jamari. Lonnie says, I'm joking, King Higgy for life. And look, whatever you do not look up. No, I'm not going to say it because the second I say it, everybody's going to go look it up. I made a joke, a bricked up joke the other day about a member of our podcast team in the group chat, and it actually was a link, and then everybody clicked on it to see who owned the link, and it was a bunch of rated X type stuff. So what's up, John Lindemann? John Lindemann in the building. Jay Bell, we're going to have him on for a show here soon. Bryson says, thank you for being so down to earth and not act. I'm not better than anybody. Look, I was blessed enough to play here. I've been blessed enough to be around a lot of great. I was talking about this with another not flex, but our guy Spike Davis, one of Louisville's most famous comedians of all time. I was talking with him the other night, and if you haven't watched any of his stuff, make sure you do. I was watching some Kevin Hart stand up, and I was curious. I was like, man, I wonder if Spike ever worked with Kevin. So I called him up. I was like, man, did you get to work? Did you get to work with Kevin? He's like, yeah, man, cool dude. Industry plan or not, he's done his thing. He's earned it. He's worked, and it is what it is. So I appreciate that. What's up, West End Wayne? But I was talking to him. Let's see, where were we at? Where was I at in my thought process on that? What did I tell him the other night? Huh? Wes, do you know what I was about to say? I get excited. Oh, about being better than anybody else. Growing up, Derek Anderson was a senior when I was at Doss my freshman year. One of my buddy Brandon, he was like a godson to Muhammad Ali. When I went to Louisville, the summer I got to Louisville, there was a guy working out there with Howard Schnellenberger giving him permission to work out at the gym right before he left and Ron Cooper came. Maybe a guy y'all might know as Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Escalade was my roommate. Dewan Wheaton, Samaki Walker, two of my best friends. I've been so fortunate and blessed. I want to share anything I can do. I want to share with you all. I don't have all my jerseys sitting behind me as a flex. I don't have my wrestling titles behind me, even though there's a lot. And I got that money in the bank, so I'm gonna cash that in on Marcus next week and take his announcing job. But and then we started this website and podcast 13 years ago. We started this, and we've been in the local media. And everybody I've met from Brandon Radcliffe to Teddy Bridgewater to Lamar Jackson to Keith Kelsey to Preston Brown, they've all been a good part. Who?
No, saying Justin McCord put in the chat that Breaking McDonald has flipped to Louisville.
There we go. It's official. So the guy we've been talking about, Tavian McDonald, now a Louisville Cardinal. That Shane Taylor put over here. Look, Shane Taylor, you're now our social media guy. When we're on the show, you put all breaking news stuff in here. So when this next news breaks here in a few minutes, make sure you're subscribed to @LouisvilleFB. When this news breaks within the next 45 minutes, I need you to get our attention and let us know that it's about to go down. Yeah, he's got the tweet, Higgy. I'm going to send that to you in our podcast.
I already have it. I'm working on it as we speak.
Oh, you already had the tweet and you didn't tell us?
Yep.
Hold on. I'm about to let him know you are getting a lot of love on the show.
Higgy over here withholding information while we're trying to get...
Yeah, what a douche.
Well, it just popped as soon as you said what happened.
But look, like I said, all the people y'all have seen on our show this year, Redmond, Ivan, Mo, Jamon Brown, those are guys that I've known forever, guys that I've been fortunate enough to make connections. So that's why I do what I thank you for saying that for Bryson. Much appreciation, much love. I'm just trying to share what I have, the knowledge I have. I don't have to, as y'all know, I don't have a message board y'all had to subscribe to. If you follow me, if you DM me, I tell you pretty much anything you want to know that I'm allowed to. If you watch the shows, we do like to flex about information that we know in advance. So we appreciate y'all, and we're going to keep doing it until I'm not here no more, until these guys are not here no more. So we appreciate it. We'll go ahead and throw a couple of these up here on the screen while I address some other ones. Michael Singleton with a great point. Lonnie says, I'm joking, King Higgy for life. Robbie wants to know who y'all got in the college football playoff. And I agree with you, Mike. So we'll leave that question up. Fabian says you can be mad, but still support the program and the people that were. Absolutely. David, what's up? Carito, oh man, face, red, droppy eyes. Rest in peace, Coach Jerry Jones. I wanted to get to that in a second. Justin, thank you. Where's Sean? Again, Sean got an idea. He watched this show on Hulu called Gypsy Rose, and he got a new idea for a dating tactic off of that show. So he's going to convince the girl that he's the only dude left on earth. I think he may still be in for trouble. R.L. Holt says, we are building an elite defense for next year. John Lindemann, now I'm not hanging with Higgy. Higgy's here, though. Who's McDonald's? Well, he's the kid that just committed, Fabian. Travion McDonald. Brian McGlass, not trying to flex, but I'm about to flex. Whatever. Do you believe Nolan Smith will be here regardless of what happens? I believe that if the next coach will have Nolan would love to be here. He wants to redeem. Listen, whether it's KP, those guys both want to redeem themselves. So whether KP's here or not, Nolan still has to finish his story, so to speak. Shane Taylor had 10 tackles against Bama. Higgs is always a step or two ahead of you, 55. No, I gave him the information. He's just writing up the stories. Nolan would be smart to hang on to. I agree. Mo Money, absolutely. Danny Mosby, 51 here tonight, just in YouTube. Nice. A lot more than that. You don't see the whole counter. Nothing little related. We got that. Watch. Okay, so you all make sure y'all answer. I'm gonna leave the question up here from Robbie so y'all can answer. Smiler, Karen, Texas, Shane. Look, listen. I don't know. To be completely honest with you, I've not heard anything about that kid for 2 months, and then all of a sudden today he's back on the radar. So I'll have to look into that. But no, that's not the big news. The other big news that's about to pop.
What?
Hanging was is your payment for all the good people you've met. Yeah, it is payment for sure. Every country want to retain Nolan Smith. Tom Jeffrey says, Higgy, pass him the Chips Ahoy. And Mike Hamilton, again, thank you, Mike, for your donation to the podcast. Again, if you want to donate to the podcast, I'll throw that up here in a second. Cash App CSZ55. Or if you want to do it, Zelle, there's no fees. You can just send me a direct message on Twitter or Facebook, and I'll get you the information. Let me go ahead and
but
go ahead.
Tyler Barron, the interesting information I found out from somebody else is that he is the stepbrother of Wesley Walker. So if that happens some way, somehow, it wouldn't shock me. Because all three of them were supposed to go to Ole Miss, and now two of them are coming here. So it wouldn't surprise me if a third one follows.
Yeah, and that's and sorry, I'm trying to answer. My social media is rolling.
Oh, I bet it
yes.
is.
Shane says Barron and Walker are stepbrothers. John Lindemann says, Tom, you would lose a hand reaching for the Chips Ahoy. Miss Kelly in the building. What's up, Miss Kelly? And again, Sister Kelly, Brother Ryan in the building. Easy Mac, I sent him the tweet as soon as I got it about those kids from Memphis.
Kelly.
For sure. Shane Taylor says, oh, never mind. He knows what's going to pop. I don't know if anything's going to pop. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought Mikey would have been a guy KP would have recruited. I can tell you this. It's a guy that no one tried to recruit, and it's a guy that, again, there's a lot more stuff I feel comfortable telling y'all after this is all over with KP. So whenever it's over. So it is what it is. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. I know you haven't been feeling well, so I appreciate you joining in. Garrett Hoover, Master of Meats, appreciate you joining the show tonight.
Hope you feel better.
Listen, and Shane, you can DM me and say something to me, and but it's a night for popping. Pop your popcorn. Let Higgy pop that the bubble on his chip bag over there, whatever it is. Cards wants to know, have things cooled off with Owens and Moore? I haven't heard anything about them since December 1st. Chad Brocky says stepbrother coming to Louisville where there's so much room for activities on defense. Don King, what's good, my man? Good evening. God bless the CSZ family. Easy Mac said he's good for real. Just had an amazing amount of hype all through high school. He wanted to smoke with DJ Wagner as well. And y'all can go ahead and keep putting y'all's championship picks up there. I'm going to go ahead and take that off the screen for just a moment. But look, this is definitely Wesley Keys to the City for sure, man. We got a big free agent. Listen, he could have went anywhere in the city, and he decided to join. No, I knew what you meant, Chad. He decided to join us here with Live with 55 in the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. So we feel blessed about that. But yeah, absolutely. I think we're good at running back. I hope we can hold on to the freshman. Don King, appreciate that, my man. Twitter All-Star Cynical Crystal. Oh, she just DM'd. Oh, I wish her a happy birthday. She said thank you. Okay, she's not in here. She's not in the building. But yeah, we appreciate anything y'all do. Whether it be in the super chats, the super thanks, or via YouTube subscriptions, whatever y'all want to do, we'll support it. But look, So excited, so excited. As Kevin Hart would say, look, big night tonight. We got a college football game coming on here in a little bit. We got Monday Night Raw coming on here in a little. What did Higgy? What? Higgy, what are you doing?
Typing up the stories. I had to go from the Safari to my phone here so I can tell Sean.
Okay, well, just so you know, there's a lot more air interference on this chat than there was on the other. I don't know why. Oh, it's better now. Never mind. Michelle, what's good, sis? Ransdale family, happy Monday, y'all. Thanks for y'all's work and time to go. Look, we love this stuff. And it's as I was telling people the other day, and there's people in this chat can attest. Jeremy before freshman year, Jeremy before sophomore year in high school, quietest kid ever, was bullied a lot. I went from I had a great elementary school career. I was the tallest kid in the class every year. And then I went to middle school, and I was like Kevin Hart. I didn't grow another inch through middle school. My 8th grade year, on the last day of school, I was 5'3" and 180 pounds. My first day of high school, I was 6'5", 195 pounds. So I got I grew a little bit then, and my confidence started a little bit to grow. But this Jeremy that y'all see now, the entertainer, didn't really. I got to U of L, and guys like Chris Pointer and Ted Washington and Sam Madison and Rico Clark, they helped lay the foundation to the Jeremy y'all see today. They saw the coolness that was inside of me. They helped me. I didn't really even shoot no game in high school. I had no game. I remember the only girlfriend I had my senior year, this girl was like, "Oh, you play football?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "We're going out." I was like, "Night." Hey, look, let Cat Williams roll. I think I can hang with Cat Williams. I do. I think I could. I really do. Jeremy the entertainer, absolutely. See, hey, look, Chris Pointer, one of the greatest people of all time. Greatest people of all time. Louisville Cardinal, Mel Bulldog. Used to live in my neighborhood here. We didn't even know we lived in the same neighborhood. I had my nieces out swimming at the pool here, at the oh gosh, what's it called? The community pool here in the neighborhood. It's got a different name, and I'm just messing it up. But first time I've ever had one of those in the neighborhood I lived in. I felt like I was doing the thing there. And I'm swimming with my nieces, and I look over. I see this dude looking at me. He had on sunglasses, and his hat was pulled down real tight. And I looked over. I was like, and he looked like, and I was like, CP. He was like, "Man, I was trying to hide from you." And then called me a very funny nickname that I can't say back. I'm not allowed to say it. He could say it, but I couldn't say it. But he was like, "Man, I thought that was you." Redacted, and I was like, "Yeah, it's me, bro." And just a great dude. Jeremy the entertainer is my stripper name. Gosh, Michelle. Woo. Antron Madsen says, "Good." The only thing I'm stripping around here is chicken. It's chicken strips, and I'm dipping it in some. I make my own sauce too, so I use that Ken's Ranch. I put a tablespoon of Parmesan in it, and then a tablespoon of Buffalo Wild Wings buffalo rub in it. Mix it up. Fantastic. So no, unfortunately, the only thing you're going to see me take off around here is when it's time for a meal. That's the only thing. That's the only time you'll see me take off. That's for sure. Look, Cardone, we need to get that sauce on some of your wings and try it, because the sauce is A1 from day one. Clubhouse, thank you, John. Very, very little man, very, very big information. Let's see what else I missed, because everybody else was running through there, like Higgy at the Golden Corral. Hey, Teresa Tipswell, never mind. Let's keep that up. Look, for all y'all too, I've had a lot of comments to direct messages, both wanted and unwanted, that have been asking about Teresa and her travel nursing. Well, she had to stop travel nursing when I got put in the hospital. I was in the hospital for about 1 more month while she was traveling. She couldn't cancel her contract, or they would have barred her for life. So my brother took really good care of me while I was in the hospital, and then she come home, and she works at Jewish Hospital downtown now. And the heck, that looked like the dance from what's the movie Dodgeball? Higgy was just doing the Dodgeball end scene dance right there. Tell us about your milkshake, Higgy.
What about my milkshake?
Dance, Higgy, dance. No, just kidding. But no, she's not travel nursing anymore. I loved it when she was travel nursing. It was a good time. I had really good experiences going to other cities and stuff with her, but it is what it is. Yeah, nurse. Look, Joey was thank God he's a manager at the warehouse. He manages and was able to fix it to where he could come sit with me pretty much every day for that whole month. And my mom was in the hospital, like in the next room for 2 of those weeks. So it was convenient for him to be able to watch both of us. But no, she's no longer travel nursing. She's back here in the Ville and having a good time. But yeah, she takes care of me. She does well. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to go with one of the yes, Chad. Any time, come meet me. Wrestling events, I love it. I have fun at them. I'm the biggest wrestling fan at those wrestling events. I showed Wes a picture earlier. I'm sitting at the So, first off, shout out to our guy Steve Rummage. Me, Steve, my brother Joey, and Teresa. I bought what I thought was 5th row tickets to the Royal Rumble in Phillips Arena in Atlanta. But the way they had each of the corners tapered off, we ended up with front row seats. It was amazing. And I just happened to look over to my right. Oh, it's Chili and her son, Chili from TLC and her son sitting right next to us. So I got to talk to Chili all night. I told her, like, she was saying some stuff to me, but I told Teresa she was saying something different because I didn't want Teresa to get jealous. But and she kept brushing up against me all night too. So I know I ain't no scrub, and she want me to chase some waterfalls or something. I don't know what that was about, but it is what it is. Truffle shuffle, but no.
I was gonna say that. I was definitely gonna say that.
What, the truffle shuffle?
Yeah, Higgy, do the truffle shuffle.
Do you know? Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what else? And again, this is an entertainment and variety show. I'm still waiting for the news to pop off that we're looking for.
Maybe if you all subscribe to us on YouTube and stuff, I'll do the truffle shuffle on YouTube, but not right now.
Listen, first. Oh, okay. I thought you put in the group chat that the Sean McDonald story is. I'm like, it's not. But you were talking to Sean. And if those of you all that are watching live, if y'all see anything that you think we might need to talk about, put in the chat. Shout out to my guy Brent, Hunter, Ted. Mr. Page. Yeah, if y'all remember Page from Twitter from a few years ago that used to work for CSE, but then got boat raced off of Twitter because her takes were horrible. Her husband's on here watching. I love Ben. He's always been a saint. Love Page too. Sanchez Jackson in the building. Miss Lisa Dexter. Appreciate everybody joining in. She did say something. She wanted me to. She wanted to. But look, you see, Wes. You can be my witness. You saw how she was looking at your boy in the picture, right?
Yeah, hey, he was up close and personal now.
She looked like she wanted a Big Mac. Sorry. Tom Jeffries wants to know if Raw is going to Amazon.
Little red light special.
Wait, what is Bryson talking about?
Wait.
He says Jawar Jordan is back.
What?
He's just trying to get probably.
Yeah, because I was about to say, nah.
No way.
He's
No,
going
okay.
to the draft, man. No.
He's
trolling.
He's trolling. It's okay. We like to have trolls.
In regards to a shark that's coming.
There may be a shark on the JAW. Jeremy on one. Jeremy's on one every night. That's like literally. I probably should have been a stand-up comedian, but it sounded too exhausting. Like, I don't like to stand all the time. I like to sit. Like right now, I'm sitting down. So stand-up comedian, that might be. Actually, I told Spike David the first time that me and Spike talked. I told him that joke, and he busted out laughing like it was the funniest thing ever. I was like, you know what? It feels good to make one of the people you looked up to growing up. That's a comedian, making them laugh. You know you've done something. Oh, okay, just assuming. No, it's not Jawar Jordan. John said he would stand up, but nobody could see him. Absolutely. You're a tiny little bastard and not much of a human being. Apologize. But Ellis put up a gif of a shark. Who's Ellis?
Coach Ellis.
Oh, okay. Got it. Charlie Fant in the building.
Man.
Look, Charlie Fant, say something. was I or was I not very shy? I was outgoing with the people I hung out with. Charlie Fant was one of them I hung out with, but I didn't try to holler at no girls really. I wasn't very popular the first couple years in high school till I started playing football. I was quiet. Charlie, speak up for me. I'm always trying to. They're like, oh man, there's no way you've ever shut up. And that's probably true to an extent, but it is what it is. But look, we are sitting here. It is 7:05. We got about 30 minutes of show left. Trying to hang on until some more news drops, if there's some news dropping. So whatever y'all want to talk about, let's talk about it. Babu says Coach Ellis always has his jaws gift when someone in the backfield commits. Oh.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with Jahar Jordan.
Doesn't the Ole Miss guy have something they do associated with a shark? Maybe so. New drinking game. Take a shot when Jay says it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, get drunk, get lit. See if I care. I'm trying to think of anything else that's happened since yesterday that we can talk about Louisville wise.
You were going to talk about Coach Jones earlier.
Coach Jones, absolutely. Shout out to our friend Nicole, who has been a supporter of Cardinal Sports Zone since day one. Her grandfather, legendary Louisville basketball coach Jerry Jones, passed away today, I believe, at the age of 89. Could be wrong on the age. Yep, we talked about that, Michelle. And he said to tell y'all thank you, and he appreciated it. I already said that, but just wanted to make sure. Oh, no, what am I doing? Oh, no, I wasn't ready. Come on, Charlie Fant. I need you to vouch for me. Tell them. You know what? Forget you then. I'm just kidding. But yeah, rest in peace. There is someone still in that student directory that should have already graduated. Brian, will you stop? That doesn't mean anything, especially not till the season's over. I'm just gonna put it this way: I don't want any speculation at all. Obviously, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Y'all know the people that watch the show. There's been times where I get done with my show and I get calls from the football office. And Jeremy, you probably should have stepped around that a little bit. Or Jeremy, you did a great job. Or Jeremy, you're in trouble. Same with the basketball. Actually, I have a lot more freedom with basketball. I pretty much wow out with the basketball info. I take all the bullets and don't even care. Three of my guys up there. Shout out to Nolan Smith, Reese Gaines, and who's the other guy? Oh yeah, Kenny Payne. Atlanta in the house. Walter Hell in the building. Appreciate you, my man. I know. I just didn't want people to start guessing and then Jeremy get in trouble again. But I did. Look, I asked y'all a couple of weeks ago to subscribe to YouTube and join this or view it from Twitter. You've all listened. The Facebook numbers are down, but the YouTube numbers are up. The Twitter numbers are up, and I appreciate you all appreciating us. And I'm going to go over here real quick. Wes, give us and again, prayers out to Miss Diane, prayers out to Nicole and the family. What do you remember the most about Jerry Jones?
I wasn't born when he was coaching.
Wes, but you still know about his legacy. Like, tell us about.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I hate you young people.
Wes, hey. I can vouch for you. I would remember Coach Jones from my childhood, and he was a great more than anything else.
Okay,
the few times I met him with Coach Crum, he was always very respectful, very outgoing, understood what was going on around him. He always could greet you with a smile on his face and always talk about any kind of topic about Louisville that you wanted to talk about more than anything. It was about a basketball player that he recruited. He was talking about them. He was talking about a championship game. He was talking about a championship game. Whatever you wanted to talk about. Very nice, very humble dude more than anything.
And if you all want to give your all's thoughts, I hate Steve Rummage so much. Every time I get a message from him and I open it, I get in trouble. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm too young to. Is Jeff Left too young to remember him too?
I know me and Higgy are the same. Well, I'm older by a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm older by a little bit, but not that much. And yeah, like no, I dropped the ball on that one. Prayers and condolences to his family, but yeah, I definitely dropped the ball.
How about you all give us some of your best Jerry Jones memories in the chat line. We appreciate that. Jay Bell says he was a kid in the 80s, Denny's right-hand man. Absolutely. The reason I feel like the biggest reason Denny was as successful as he was because of Coach Jones. For sure. Chad Brocky used to love him on the radio. Steve, you know what? Just gonna call. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I hit Google Meet. I don't want to meet Steve.
I was cold calling.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him. We're just gonna call him. He would be on the morning. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I remember when he used to come up on.
So, no, I almost spit my food out all over the monitor. I was sitting here. I'm doing a live show because we're waiting for for some news to possibly break, and I'm doing a live show right now. And you sent me that picture, and I about spit my food all over the monitor. I appreciate it. All right, I'm finishing the story later. All right, he did it on purpose. He's a dick. That's all there is to it. See, I can say stuff like that on this show. I can't say it on our show because we got all those sponsors and stuff. Jay Bell says loyalty was amazing. He could have probably ran his own program. I agree. How the secondary played in the Holiday Bowl game. CJB has went crazy in the transfer portal to cover those shortcomings. Amen. Brian says, ask Steve if Chrissy is still blowing up his phone with Bill's gifts. Yeah, that did happen all day. John grew up in a football house. Okay. Why weren't you talented in football? If you grew up in a football house, why did you not get any of that talent? Is what I want.
Tiny man.
TLB, tiny little bastard. That's his new nickname. TLB. He likes to call dog
Oompa.
You can't call him an Oompa Loompa when you look more like an Oompa Loompa than he does.
I'm not short as he is.
Wow. Jam. Oh, Jam. Coach Jones was the Robin to Coach Crumb's Batman. Great point, Robert Holt, premium subscriber on YouTube. Other premium subscriber, Corey Go Cards. He was a good dude. He was inducted to the U of L Athletics Hall of Fame in 1998. Absolutely. John says you are. Actually, John, what is your actual height? I think John's like 6 foot tall, right? You're shorter than him, he says.
That's why he's smiling like that, because it's true.
Higgy knows he's going to F around and find out today.
Well, I just know that they have a new movie out called Wonka. And it's the life story of John Linderman and how they found the Oompa Loompas in his kind.
Did you just put an R in his last name? Did you just call him Linderman?
Yes, I call him Linderman.
Ransdale family, appreciate it. You're out. We're going to stay on here for about 15 more minutes or so. We are trying to stick around to see if there's any interesting news that pops off on.
He said 4'11".
John's actually 4'11". Okay, I gave him a little bit of. Well, then Higgy's 4'9", if that's the case, because I've seen y'all stand next to each other, and Higgy is vastly shorter than you are, vastly. Yeah, I didn't expect. I know we said yesterday we're going to come on through during the week and do a live of 55, especially since we're not having a show this Sunday, and we'll probably do another one after this. But as soon as all this information came out today, I thought it was imperative for us to do our duty and come on here and inform you all the stuff that's happened today, things that may happen this evening. There goes Wes with his phone call again. Wes, tell them that you're busy. It's a live show, pal.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
I'm joking, bro. Too stupid to read, so not surprising. No one would believe you're 6 foot tall. No, I definitely don't. Well, all these portal guys be enrolled this week. The
ones that can, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Fabian thinks he knows the news, but I think a lot of the people may know the news just from assumption because there's not a lot of stuff that could be happening other than a commitment. So We'll see. We're still holding on to the faith that something is going to pop off within the next 15 minutes while we're here on the show. Again, let us know in the comments who y'all think's going to win the national championship game tonight. We'll address some of those as we go on, and also your favorite Jerry Jones memory. We'll appreciate seeing those comments. And thirdly, let's go for our third one. Let's go player from the transfer portal this season. Shut up, Brent. That's not true. Player from the transfer portal in football this season you're most excited to see. John, I'm not repeating that. Higgy, who's the person in the transfer portal you're most excited to see?
I would say Colin Lacey, or even two. I'm really excited to see Baby Bus.
You don't get to have two, Higgy. There's
Okay.
three of us. You pick one.
Colin Lacey, just because of how good of a deep threat he is.
You just don't listen.
They'll be able to create separation more than anything else.
Hi,
Just like
Sam Whitney. Sorry. Go blue only because of the heart. Oh. No, I'm not saying the words go in blue will never be in a sentence in my vocabulary. Chad Brocky hopes Washington wins. Whitney in the building. Appreciate it. Wes, who are you looking forward to seeing the most out of all the guys that committed?
I said it yesterday, and I'm sticking to it, even though he just committed. Antonio Meeks. I said, dude is arguably the biggest sleeper right now in that wide receiver room.
Antoine, you got to stop saying stuff while I'm about to take a bite.
And from what Steve said, that Brom he said it today on the show, Steve Brom has familiarity with Tuskegee and recruiting receivers and players from there. So, yeah, man. But this guy, like we talked about, athletic ability, route running, his ability to high point the ball, all the qualities a lot of our receivers lacked this past season. And to have three guys like him, Brooks, and Lacey, it's going to pay big dividends.
Absolutely. Walter Hale says his favorite addition is Lacey from South Alabama. Chad Brocky agrees. Hillamore Bay wants to know who just committed from Louisville to Louisville from Tennessee. That would be Tavion McDonald, defensive back. William Lee says Baby Bus. David Weishart says Redmond going to be a bigger piece than people think, I believe. Fabian says Wes Walker. Jeff Leff says McDonald. Quincy says I'm hyped for Brooks. Absolutely. I skipped it. As far as favorite Jerry Jones moments, Mike Singleton says pulling on Denny's shoulder to keep him from getting a technical several times. And last but not least, for now, Antron Masden says he's got big Penix energy tonight. I cannot stand you. Robert Holt says Washington 37, Michigan 31. J Bell, basketball question. We could talk about that a little bit. Are we only going with 7 players until folks get healthy? Are there rules against open tryouts in season? Seems less than ideal to only have 7 players during this ACC stretch. Well, here's the problem. We've already lost, 3? JJ,
Yep.
Dennis, and Karan.
Yep.
That aren't going to come back. There's a couple of guys that have been hopping in the transfer portal these last few days. Do we make a run at any of them? I don't know. I'll find out while y'all give y'all's thoughts. I'll send a little communication out and find out. I don't know what else can be done. I imagine that's what we're going to do. Babu says, I asked Coach Jones which team should have won the national championship that didn't. He said that if Larry Williams didn't break his foot, the 77 team would have won it all. Dave Adams says, Baby Bus. And Mike Rainey says, Tyler Shuck. Wide receivers don't matter if the QB can't get the ball to them. Absolutely. Walter Hale says Jeff Brom needs maybe another edge rusher and linebacker from the transfer portal. I don't doubt that, but the guy, the brother is an edge rusher, right?
Well, McDonald is in a linebacker, so he plays both.
Yeah, linebacker.
Okay.
But
the brother, he's defensive line, right?
These defense players.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know they just said something about Shuck, and I'll reiterate it. If he's healthy, and Braum is bringing in the Secret Service for an offensive line, so if he's healthy, Shuck will be a problem. He throws the ball with zip and accuracy.
He also has the ability to run as well.
Yeah,
Shout out to BJ
but like,
hopping in too.
but like we agreed on, he has to learn how to slide because his collarbone was from jumping. Like I said, diving headbutt into end zones and whatnot, messing up his arm.
So Robert says most excited to see the baby bus and all the defensive upgrades. Still want to see TJ Capers get on the field. William says yes, Barron is an edge. Michelle will still Trey's injury a season-ending injury. I don't believe so. I believe we'll see both Trey and Manny here pretty soon. Sorry, choked a little bit there. Chad says, I'm really looking forward to Deuce because I believe he's the future. Yeah, that's a great one, too.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. We're still waiting for this news to pop off. If there's any, if there's anything, we're going to be here till about 7:45. So you got about 20 more minutes of us, and we're going to hop off here.
But I was going to say, me and Wes will be jumping over to Spaces here about 8 o'clock-ish.
Yep.
Are you trying to promote somebody else's show on my show?
Well, it's more Wes.
Do it.
There is nothing in my cash app from you to ask who in the heck do you think you are promoting another show on my airtime?
Not the hand movements there.
Sorry, I'm just Kevin. I'm channeling Kevin Hart.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do the PBA bowler. I am
Higgy. Never mind. Jeremy, be good tonight.
Don't do it.
I was going to, because we can be a little bit more free and like still don't want no GDs popping off, don't want no MFs popping off, but we can be pretty free with what we say on this show, and like the sponsored shows. That's why these are a little bit more fun from time to time. Not as informative as the other ones, but definitely more fun. So
yeah.
I was just going to make a comment about Higgy and a wet T-shirt contest. That's all I was going to do, and I was going to leave it alone. So we'll just leave it at that. Yes, thank you, Walter. I meant to say something. Miami got the quarterback of the future today when they got Pottenbarger from Albany University.
Congrats to the U.
No Tyler Van Dyke. No kid from Washington State.
The U is back.
Yeah, Albany U. Go Card says Higgy. Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken is now on the board, getting requests from the Chargers and the Panthers. Okay, and David Adams
Absolutely.
Rom is doing his thing in the portal. So,
Go for it.
look, the basketball. I want y'all to go ahead and take the reins for a few minutes on this while I'm going to do some research and development real quick. While y'all are talking, and mostly I'm gonna look at this picture that Steve just sent me, and then I'm gonna text.
What did he
somebody.
send you?
I can only imagine knowing Steve.
It's the Steelers' schedule for next year.
Oh God.
Let's talk about what we're faces tonight.
It's gonna be basketball related, just to get a feel for things, like fill out what we can do going forward with the roster and everything else. I mean, like they just said, we got 7 guys. We'll get back up to 9, but who knows how that'll play out. And we're definitely gonna talk about transfer portal with football.
I literally just told this dude to stop promoting other shows on my show, and he said, "So Wes, let's talk about that." No, I don't care. Y'all can go ahead and talk about it.
Well, you're gonna probably jump in there knowing you.
No, I got. Look, I give y'all all my time and take it away from Teresa. So I'm about to go snuggle up with Teresa, watch some wrestling, watch some football on the new theater screen. And I know where my bread's buttered, bro. It is what it is. David Adams says, okay, sorry. Michelle says Ravens better give Todd Monken the bag.
They better.
Whatever. Don't care about the Ravens. Don't talk about Ryan Anderson said y'all are going to talk about football too. Corey Go-Kart says Mafia baby. Look, all I know is the black and yellow. So that's I don't care nothing about the Bills right now. I hope everybody's team wins this weekend, but the Bills. That's where I'm sitting at right now. Higgy looks like he's buffering in a bad RPG game right now.
Okay.
You weren't moving for. Gosh, Higgy. It's all about the Niner. I'm not gonna say that. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Still scrolling. Still scrolling. How can whoever's in charge? And here's what's going to happen: we'll get off the show, and then 2 minutes later, more news is going to pop off, and we're going to be like, "No, we would." Yeah, he's
We're gonna have the curse of Stephen Marcus with that.
Huh?
So we're gonna have the curse of Stephen Marcus with that.
Yeah.
When news breaks.
See, but we have
because right at.
Go
ahead, Jeremy.
No, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, yeah, that is true because right after they hopped off the air today, Wesley Walker committed.
So maybe something we have now coming up more than anything.
Listen, here's the thing about the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. If y'all followed us for a long time, you know this. Especially when we went live. News normally breaks on this show while we're doing the show. So if it happens one time to us, I'm not going to call it a Steve. First off, you're promoting other shows on our show again, and I'm going to have to fire you. Shout out to Stephen Marcus, by the way. Beamer, go Steelers. William Lee, go Steelers. Let's go. Go Lions. I like to see the Lions doing well. I don't know that. I was a small child. I've seen Barry Sanders was terrorizing everybody with his Tecmo Bowl moves. Y'all do know what Tecmo Bowl is, right? I mean, y'all are young.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure because you didn't know who Jerry Jones.
Okay. Go ahead and scold us.
I wasn't alive when Jerry Jones was here. Dock his pay for sure. I'd absolutely do that if I was paying him anything to be on here. Higgy, do you have a Snuggie or something that you can put on to I'm just kidding. Go Rams? Okay, we got a bunch of different NFL representatives in here. I know Higgy is is a Lamar fan. Wes, what about you? Who you rep?
Ravens. It's okay. It's okay. We had our little issue yesterday. You shut me down.
It wasn't an issue for us. I had a whole bunch of people that tried to tweet at me yesterday, like I'm the one that plays the football games. I was like, y'all only won because we rested everybody. Well, that's crazy because we won the first game of the season and y'all didn't rest nobody.
But wait till
what? Wait till we make melt like a stick of butter again. Michelle says, Wes, I love the space. A few folks are suspect, though. We already know that. But
definitely.
Michelle, absolutely. There's a couple of them in there, inside info guys, that couldn't get the inside info out of the inside of a cereal box. Walter says, Jeff Brom kept these last 7 or 8 recruits under wraps. Time to get them on campus. Lamar's going to get it done this year. Niners for Bay. Gary Hoover says, y'all ready for another Steelers one and done? Hey. Jeff left says Rams. Michelle's with the Ravens. Tang gang laughing. Bay says the Rams aren't going to the playoffs. Well, so then it was really who said the Rams?
I thought they were.
They are. They're playing Stafford.
I was about to say they're playing Detroit. Detroit.
Yeah, okay.
Matthew Stafford's going back to Detroit for the first time since he left.
Lindemann, the same thing you just DM'd me is the thing I wanted to say to Higgy earlier, but I was afraid I was going too far. So I'm glad that I'm on the same. Me and Lindemann is like the real life version of the movie Twins. Like I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's definitely Danny DeVito or Danny DeVito. John's ready for another tailgate. You talking about a tailgate at my house? Because that was really fun.
Yeah.
Guys set Sean up again and something happens.
My God, Higgy, you were supposed to be there, but not only did you cancel on us, we only did that for you, and you canceled on us because you gave us the sob story. Oh, Nana wanted me to come over, so I'm gonna go hang out with Nana for some reason that I made up, and then you hoard out Nana too. You went and watched the game with the Kentucky fans.
One Kentucky fan, yes.
Well, listen, I said with a Kentucky fan, so that means one. I know your English sentence structure is suspect, but I said with a Kentucky fan.
So you're gonna throw your boy Bill in the equation.
Nope. Yeah, Rito, you did miss out, but you were invited and you didn't come. Sprinkling a little Lamar though, and that wasn't me calling you out. That was just me saying it. That's what Lion got screwed on the 2-point conversion. Yeah, we won, so now he can't come over. Corey says, "Oh heck no, Higgy." Let's see anything. Gosh, we're really trying, guys. I will have to get off here no later than 7:50. So we got 19 minutes left. We'll shoot the bull. No blue anything, says Corey. Premium subscriber Corey, and we agree with that. Lots of K words. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna have to put everything that y'all have donated tonight during the show, and thanks to those of y'all that have. Don and Michael, we appreciate everybody that does that. We know that y'all would every week, every episode, if you could. So we appreciate that, and I'm gonna have to put all that money into the. I have a jar downstairs that says asterisk ENTUCKY swear jar, and I put $1 in there anytime I accidentally refer to them. Speaking of. I refer to that word, but speaking of that K word, interesting interview today came out from our guy Jeff Litzy, where he asks Isaiah Cummings about throwing the L's down, and he says he never did it, and there's no video to prove it, and he said very, very, very plainly, I knew there was a chance I'd end up here. Why would I ever do that? That's stupid. Nobody's got video of it. And there's not any video of it. So if you have another tailgate at your house, I make some of the best smoked bologna in the country. I put it up there with 4 pegs. I put it up there with Shaq in the back. John Lindeman really enjoys my bologna. Sorry, that sounded bad. He loves actually called it chub, so I'm glad I didn't say he enjoys the bologna chub. Pause. Big pause. Pause, rewind. Let's not say that again. Excited for MJ Griffin to come back, says Rito. Absolutely, we are too. That MJ Griffin and what's the guy's name we got today? Walker Wade or Wade Walker? Wes Walker. I'm sorry. I was Garrett Hoover. Look, master of meats, he knows. Look, we'll have one. It may not be as many people as last time, but Garrett will be there. Rito will be there. We'll invite Higgy, and he'll cancel on us to go have food with somebody at the elementary school that his wife teaches at. Me personally, I love smoked meats. I do very good at it. I promise. Even Garrett, he can give me a grade. I'll take it. Garrett, grade me. I made like 3 or 4 different kinds of meat. Give me an overall grade on what you tasted over here. Don't say that again, John. Michelle says, tailgate at your house, the one I wasn't invited to. No, you were invited, but you weren't feeling well.
Oh.
Bologna Chub is ultra pause. I invited. You can accuse me of a lot of things. But I invited Corrito, I invited Michelle, and Corrito, I forgot. Something happened. He had some personal stuff come up, and he wasn't able to make it, and Michelle wasn't feeling good that weekend, and I've got receipts. So, it is what it is. I'm still checking my phone. No updates. But we do appreciate y'all. I'll just go ahead and wrap up. And if something happens in the next 16 minutes, I'll just make sure I get to say whatever I say every week. We appreciate all of our fine sponsors of the regular show. Shack in the Back, 4 Pegs, Fitness Market. If you want to sponsor our show, which now you get a Oh, I was right. Okay. I'm like Kevin Hart, only tall. So, and just a little bit. I'm just a little bit lighter skin than Kevin Hart. A little bit. Little bit. Who is that? Shannon wants to know, is that guy tripping? You'll have to send me a nut. The bourbon bread pudding was not mine, and it's not a smoked meat, John. And that's why you're a little bastard, and that's why you're not invited to the next one. It's comments like that. That's why we don't like you, John. Michelle, not only do I smoke, but my wife likes it burnt too. So I'll smoke the bologna. I make about an inch and a half slices. And then for her, I'll throw it on the skillet and burn it real good for her. It's got a real good taste. Lee Corso picks. I don't care what Lee Corso did. Do me a favor, Shannon. Tell me, get a little bit more specific with me in the private message, and I'll answer your question. Okay, John, you're invited. Sorry. No, your bread pudding was amazing, Garrett. I wasn't distant. I'm asking you to give me a grade. I'm trying to fill some time while I close the show. Give me a grade. What did I make? I made wings. I made smoked bologna, and I made a third meat. What was the third meat?
Brisket, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it brisket? I don't think I made a brisket.
No, was the ribs?
Oh, ribs.
Ribs.
The 55 ribs, the sweet ribs. That good. The good sweet ribs. Sorry. L's up on that one, not an L down. Got in late, so is breaking news basketball or football related? We're just waiting. We don't know.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see. We're just like y'all, except for we know. But look, shout out to the sponsors. If you want to follow the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, you can do that on all the podcast avenues over 125 and all. If you want to support Live with 55, which is what this is today, this is YouTube's exclusive. So when we go live on YouTube, it shoots it out to Facebook and Twitter. But these are not put on a podcast. These are vlogcasts only. So thanks, John, for answering the question. Okay, he went back for thirds. Enough said. Who made the mac and cheese? That's the question. Teresa made the mac and cheese. Uh-oh. No, not it. I hate people. Making me think it's the news is not the news. Wifey mac and cheese. John Lindemann says Higgy needs to stop shopping in the kids section. Well, that's not nice, John. True, but not nice.
Don't you shop there too, John?
Do I?
I was in the baby section for him, but okay.
You was about to say Baby Gap.
Yeah.
No, he's so small, it's not even Baby Gap. It's Baby Peak. It's like a little bit. But Michelle, the mac and cheese, before I hear any kind of comments, and I know what comments are coming. It's cool because I'm a member of the delegation by proxy. This was a recipe that was given to us by one of our really good friends that we started hanging out with right after we got married. That made probably the best macaroni and cheese I ever had in my life. Had a little bit of zing to it, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of. It was good, wasn't it, Wes?
Yeah, all the food was good.
So Wes, as a major member, I'm only a proxy member of the delegation, but as a founding member of the delegation, you approved of everything that was there, right? I would want you to tell me if something sucked. If something sucked, I would want you to be like, Jeremy, that sucked.
Nah, bro, 1,000%. Everything was great.
Charles Tilley, the man, the myth, the legend. Appreciate you joining in. Rob Black in the building. We're having a good time. We decided we're going to do this little show tonight. Maybe we got started a little bit early, but everything was great, said John. Well, yeah, but you're white people, WYPIPO. So I don't really trust you when it comes to good. I'm just kidding. I just want to say white people. I haven't said that in a long time. That's a blast from the past. The delegation is picky about the sides.
Yeah,
listen,
definitely.
I have been a member by proxy for a long time, and I can for sure say that the best food I've ever had, taste wise. Now, don't get me wrong, my mom could cook, and it wasn't even a question. But some of the best macaroni and cheese I ever had was at my friend Roman's house. His mom made the best macaroni and cheese. Rest in peace to her. But yeah, I guess we're wrapping up. Well, I'm going to try to make the wrap up last about 10 minutes. Let me go ahead and throw that graphic up real quick, and it may cover up Higgy for a second, which we'll be okay with that. But it didn't. Okay, it didn't cover up anybody. If you want to donate to the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, so we can pay the bills for the podcast, not for ourselves. We don't do this for money for ourselves, or we'd all be living in a cardboard box. So you can donate via Cash App at CSZ55, Venmo JSW55, or PayPal at Wama78@gmail.com. Support us on social media. Follow us on all those social media avenues. Cardinal Sports Zone on YouTube. There's 2 of them. There's our old one and our new one. She's not wrong. No, she's not. Fantasia just killed the national anthem. I didn't get to see that. I'll have to hit rewind. But Jeff Brown and Coach Palmer setting the standard for the transfer portal recruiting the last 2 years. Absolutely. That's how you can support us, though. If you want to on YouTube, again, we're giving this YouTube subscription tier thing another week or so, and then we're going to pull the plug if they keep taking. They take like 70% of the money. I didn't know that, and that's not fair. Or I would have set the prices higher, and then nobody would have even. That's the problem. Set the prices higher, nobody's going to want it. Can Higgy be on the old one so we don't see him? John, that's mean. That's mean. Did y'all know that Fantasia, her first cousins are Casey and JoJo from Jodeci?
Yes.
I knew you didn't, Higgy. You don't even. Higgy, you know what? Higgy, spell Jodeci for me.
I don't know.
Spell it.
I'm typing up stories.
No. Don't get that, because if I get in the story and I see one more run-on sentence, the other day he told me there was a story that needed to be reviewed, and it was one paragraph, and there were no commas. It was all period. One period. Come on, spell Jodeci, Higgy. Give it a try.
Jodeci?
Yeah. First off, do you know who Jodeci is?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be having that. Oh, I booted him. I'm not. No, Michael, not you. I wanted him to spell it. I just can't. Did you know Big Black was a huge? Actually, Big Black, another one of my acquaintances that I met through U of L. Huge U of L fan. Rest in peace to him as well as Escalade. Our guy Escalade, loved him. He was my roommate one semester during the summer. Even John knew how to. John, you knew how to spell Jodeci, or you knew that Big Black was a U of L fan? Yeah, just give us the answer in the text while we wrap up. Anyway, our next Sunday show is not going to be this Sunday because of the Steelers-Bills game. I'll be preoccupied. But the next Sunday, episode 200, working on a mega guest. I would venture to say probably the biggest football guest of all time on this show. And we've had Sam Madison on here. We've had Keith Kelsey. No, Corey. We've had Preston Brown. We've had a lot of people. You don't know who it is, John. Corey, go Bill. Oh, no. I already addressed that. Higgy, can you spell Jodeci now? Or you still can't spell it?
Jodeci.
Name one song from Jodeci.
I don't know, to be honest with you. You know,
how do you not know who Jodeci is? Do you know who Boys II Men are?
Yes.
Then how do you not know Jodeci?
I listen to more country and old.
I do too. I listen to. Gosh, man, Vanessa, what's up? You're making us look bad here, man. We all have musical knowledge, and you're just sitting here.
Now, if you asked me about like the Eagles, Elton John.
What the heck, Higgy? You know who the Eagles are, but you don't know who Jodeci is?
Yes.
I'm gonna cry for you tonight. See, Wes,
I like how you did
that.
That
you don't. He has no idea. He's like, well, don't be sad. I don't know. So
and Higgy, we were born the same year. Do better.
So I'm guessing you don't know who Shy is either.
No.
or Silk?
No.
H-Town?
No. I know O-Town.
You mother. Okay, so if you know who O-Town is, but you don't know who H-Town is, you're probably a chooch. Not you, Higgy, just in general. This is fun. Let's go on for a few more minutes. Other groups. Do you know who Escape is? SWV. Did you know who TLC was when I was talking about them earlier?
No.
I've been watching you for so very long, and I'm about to kick you out this podcast. No, knows nothing about Come Talk. Oh my God, man! And yeah, he absolutely read the chat. Old Town, but no H. Let's see. Do you know who the Supremes are?
No.
It took.
Do you know who In Vogue is?
No.
Do you know who Belle Biv DeVoe is? Even though John spelt it wrong.
Oh,
You
God.
never heard that song "Poison"? That girl is poison.
Oh my God. This is terrible.
Okay, this is awful. Knowing O-Town is knowing O-Town and not knowing H-Town is a fireable offense. Hey, you have made the last part of this show. This is fun. You know who Bushwick Bill is?
Who?
He definitely don't know that.
Or is your mind playing tricks on you?
He definitely don't know that one.
Who?
Silk the Shocker.
No.
Master P.
No.
What?
Wait. You don't know who Master P is. His son plays for our basketball team.
I know it if I saw a picture of him, but at the same time, I don't know no songs by Master P.
You don't know make you say, oh, nah.
No.
Hey, Jeremy.
I don't blame you. Just get out of, just leave I'm about to leave the chat too. Just leave.
Hey, he's got me feeling like Matt Hardy with that delete.
Higgy's making me feel whiter than I am. Oh, great one. New Edition. Do you know who New Edition is?
No.
Babu says, I bet he knows who the Fat Boy. Do you know who the Fat Boys were? Bobby Brown.
Millie Brown's dad, yes.
Oh, dear God.
Like I said, I only know
Johnny Gill. Do you know who Johnny Gill is?
No.
Keith Sweat.
No.
Am I dreaming?
Jesus.
MC Hammer.
Higgy.
Baby. I know who MC Hammer
You
is.
know who MC Hammer is?
Yes.
But you don't know who New Edition is?
No.
Higgy, give everybody your last words for tonight.
Go Cards.
Boot this month. Not doing that no more.
Higgy, you poor bastard.
Higgy probably knew who Milli Vanilli was.
I think he did because he seemed like, yeah.
He was like, Jeremy, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No. Higgy is so white it's setting us all back.
Hey, Higgy is as phony as Milli Vanilli performing.
Michelle, Tone Loc. He absolutely knows. He's the type of dude that absolutely knows who Tone Loc is.
Hey, I know who Tone Loc is, but every time I think about Tone Loc, I think about John Cena in Trainwreck calling dude Tone Loc.
Vanilla Ice. He probably knew who Vanilla Ice was too. I'll give him that one.
He probably does.
Funky Cole Medina. Tone Loc.
He probably only knows LL Cool J from TV.
Yeah, man, you heard LL Cool J? Yeah, I know who LL Cool J is. Mom said knock you out? No, from NCIS. I don't know which one he's on. I don't watch those shows, but I know who LL Cool J is.
Yeah, you were right. The NCIS.
Was it NCIS? Okay, I got that one. That was a guess. I got that one right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Look, we've had a blast tonight. Even making fun of Higgy not knowing anybody. Gosh, I bet if I'd have been like Anthrax or Megadeth, you'd be like, yeah. Yeah, Michelle, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. No, he probably knew that one. That's the one. That's one. He's probably said. No, I'm just kidding.
Kumo D.
Kumo D. He definitely didn't know who Kumo D was.
No, he definitely doesn't.
He was
Milli
like,
Vanilli is more real than Higgy.
is that like when you drink a glass of Kool-Aid and have a deli sandwich with it? I don't know. I asked for Samoa after I'm done with this one. I don't know. Man, well, that was depressing.
It was.
Higgy, that was. Thank God we added Wes, because then I would probably have to let y'all publicly execute him here on the show. I don't know how we could have let that. We could have let that go. Higgy's the type of dude that just sat here and said, "I don't know who H-Town was," what does he really know about knocking the boots? But he knew who O-Town was. DeBrat, he definitely didn't know who DeBrat was.
I know.
Or like Mike either. I said the Supremes. He never had heard of the Supremes.
Bro, I don't know. I'm incredibly disappointed with him.
I feel like we've let him down, Wes. Like we should have had a little bit. No, I feel like you let him. Y'all are the same age. You somehow, this is your fault. You let him down somehow.
How is it mine?
Well, y'all are the same age.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, no.
And I did that for y'all. I said my food is incredibly cold, and I did that just for y'all. So cheers to Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Not a sponsor. Unless y'all want to sponsor us, we'll take that cola money for sure. My pop is hot. My food is cold. That's how you know we had a good show. I know he looked stupid. Doubling down on the hometown.
That's
Chad.
How you know he hasn't. That's how you know he hasn't explored enough musically.
Well, that's how you know that Higgy's the type of dude that can tell you how many friends he had. I'm not racist. I have one Asian friend. Like that's the type of dude he is. We love him and embrace him. Bullet East alum. That's all you really need to know. But it is what it is. We appreciate y'all joining us here tonight for this show. 7:52. I'm trying to drag a little bit more, but is the game already started? I love Sprite Zero. Sprite Zero in my refrigerator on one side is Dr. Pepper Zero, Sprite Zero on the other side. I thought the game started at 8. It started at 7:30, didn't it? Touchdown Michigan, says Corey. Okay, I didn't know that
already.
But yeah, I love Sprite Zero. I actually like Sunkist Zero. It's pretty good too. I'm very picky with my zero drinks. But Sunkist Zero, Sprite Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero, those are probably the only. The A&W Zero, I like root beer, but it tastes a little. Miss Diane Puckett in the building. Shout out to Miss Diane. Another one of. She was one of my people I looked up to as a mom when I was growing up. I was a kid. She was like me and Roman would go over to her house, and she would. We were friends with her kids, and we'd watch games and stuff over there, and she would always cook for us, and we appreciate you tuning in and love you. And she just lost her husband not too long ago. Look, it's a touchy subject with me. All the loss that I've had to go through, I swear to God, Higgy, I bet you know who NSYNC is, don't you?
I do, and look what you all made me do. I put myself in the doghouse here. I'm out in the freezing rain here.
No, I think you need to go take a lap around the cul-de-sac without any protection.
Uh-huh.
You're lucky I let you back in here. It's 7-0 Michigan, by the way. But anyway, Bob and Diane were like a second pair of parents to me. And he had a really cool job. He was one of the cameramen for the NFL. He went and did stuff for Tennessee and a few other teams, I believe. But great man. Gonna miss him. Miss my dad. Miss Teresa's dad. And everybody that's lost somebody. Surely praying for you all. But look, we're here right now. We're gonna end the show. We hope that you all have had a good night with us tonight. We're gonna do these more often. if y'all are in the hankering for us, that maybe we don't know how much of a demand there is. If y'all want to hit us up during the week and be like, hey, this just popped off, let's talk about it tonight. We're more than willing to do that for y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Higgy, final words that aren't stupid.
Rest in peace, Coach Jones, and go Cards.
Higgy, I'm actually the fans are pissed off at you. Rito's mad at you. Michelle's mad at you. You've got the entire delegation mad at you. You have any words? You sat there and said, so you know who NSYNC? Do you know who 98 Degrees is?
I do.
You know who 98 Degrees is, but you don't know who the Supremes are?
It looks like he's pretty much.
And it's not a taco. Diana. Oh, my God. You know who Diana Ross is?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you know who she is, but you don't know who the Supremes are?
That's the group she was the lead for, bro. You know who Patti LaBelle is?
Exactly.
Nope.
Oh, right.
He kicked himself out. He absolutely knows who Patti LaBelle is because he's got that big tub of her banana pudding in his refrigerator. That's for sure. That's for sure. Walmart sells it. I'm not letting you back in. I guess I will one more time. You should. That big old tub of banana pudding from Walmart you have in your fridge is from Patti LaBelle. And she was a singer first. But all right, you said your last words. Not sure why you even rejoined Wes.
Jeff Brom got the portal rolling. Things are looking up. Like Higgy said, rest in peace to Coach Jones. Yeah, go Cards.
Michelle says some of these player names that have committed are too much. Yeah. Jammy. Look, I'm telling y'all, where's I'm cashing that in on somebody this week on local radio. I'm running in, I'm hitting them with the briefcase, and I'm taking their microphone. Probably not, but wouldn't that be funny? You hear Steve's in the background. My God, Jeremy Woman, it's cashing in his money in the bank. That'd be awesome. I guess my last words are, everybody, we appreciate y'all joining in with us. There's no fancy outro music. This is the basic B version of our podcast show. We have a lot of fun doing these with y'all because we can talk about life. It's coming, Fabian. Just be patient. And make sure you stay tuned to my Twitter feed. I'll retweet it if anything comes up. Good night to everybody. Until next time, this has been Live with 55. Let's see if I went over everything. Follow the podcast. Follow us on social media. If you want to sponsor us, hit that sponsor inquiry email. And that's all for tonight. I just want to make sure I went through all the steps. Higgy's got his Baltimore Ravens XXS size hoodie on, and we're gonna all have a good time. We're getting off here. Gonna spend some time with the family. We'll see y'all later. It's been Live 55, which is part of the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast Network. Hit the video. Higgy, hit.